everyone, welcome back. I am first of all gonna apologise for how big of a gap that I took between not this video but my last one and the one before that. When I filmed the video with the food challenge with Jack, I fully intended to like have that and pre-record some so there would still be some going up while I did NCS, but it just didn't happen and I just want to say sorry. But yeah, so now I've done my first NCS wave. I'm in the week off that I have between my two waves, so I'm sorry there was such a big gap. I'm filming this one now and hopefully I'm gonna have one up every 2 weeks or every week. That's me saying this on camera, so I can't not record one. It's gonna be at least every 2 weeks or every week. And if it doesn't happen, I don't know, you can like pick a forfeit for me or something to do. But yeah, sorry. I hope everyone's doing really well. I hope everyone's enjoyed the sun that we've had. You can probably see a little bit on camera that I am a little bit burnt. There, you can see it there. I'm a bit burnt. I thought I was taking care of myself, I wasn't. But at the minute when I'm filming this, it's pouring with rain. It was the hottest day yesterday, but I hope everyone's enjoying the sun. So today, it's a bit of a different one that I've ever done before. After this, I want to get back on track with the fitness kind of content and stuff, but this, obviously you've seen in the title that it's a bit of a book Waterstones kind of haul, and I just wanted to do it because you know what, I bloody love books. Like, I love books. I read a lot. I mean, obviously you saw in my other video I have Erland's, so it takes me a while to read, but I do love to read. Like, I love it. As long as I can remember, I've had my nose stuck in a book, and I'm kind of like known for it in my family, for always having my nose stuck in a book. My little sister Hannah, who you saw on a sister tag one, the little one, she's exactly the same. So we love books, and the reason that I've done a bit of a haul where I've bought loads at once is because I finally got some more bookshelves for the flat. We're currently redoing the bedroom and I've been wanting some bookshelves forever, like forever. We only have one bookshelf in the whole flat, and it's like a singular IKEA one, which is probably about that big, and I mean it's overflowing. Like, it is very very full, so I've been wanting one for ages. But I think I mentioned it in the flat to her, like our floors are all wonky and stuff, so Jack was like, we can't get one, and then he had the idea of getting a corner one so it doesn't actually fall because all the weight's distributed and stuff. So we now have a corner bookshelf and it's freaking huge. It's massive, because we have like one side which is a bookshelf which is the same size as the one in the living room, then we have a corner one which is the same size, and then we have a huge one on the wall. I might show you at the end, but it's big and we don't have enough books to fill it. And I know I wasn't going to fill it with one haul, but I thought I'd put a dent in it. So I went to Waterstones. I spent a lot of time on Waterstones and I picked some books. So I bought 7. 2 of them were actually Jack picked them, so there's Jack's books in there. But I'm also going to show you 2 other books that I got just a few weeks ago, apart from one I got like a month ago and I've already posted about it on my Instagram, but I wanted to talk about it anyway because I love it so much. So without further ado, let's start with the books. So I'll show you the one that I've read already and I've already posted about on my Instagram, and it's You're a Badass by Jensen Zero. I think that's how you say her name. I mean, she's not going to watch this, so I don't feel bad, but I apologise if I'm saying her name wrong. It's kind of a self-help book, and I was never a one for like self-help books. Like, I always just thought they were rambling on about a load of nothing, to be honest. Like, it's just like, well, just get on with it. But this has like changed my life. Like, it's changed my outlook. Okay, it's changed my outlook, it's changed my personality. It's like, I just love it. So it's kind of, I feel like it's really good for self-employed people more than like employed people. Why did that take me so long? Because she's self-employed and she talks a lot about how she like built her business up to make more money and stuff. But should I read the blurb? Is that what people do in book hauls? I don't know, I'll read the blurb for you. But it says, You're a Badass is a self-help book for people who desperately want to improve their lives but don't want to get busted doing it. In this refreshing, entertaining how-to guide, best-selling author and world-travelling success coach Jen Sincero serves up 27 bite-sized chapters full of hilariously inspiring stories, sage advice and easy exercises, helping you to identify and change the self-sabotaging beliefs and behaviours that stop you from getting what you want. Create a life you totally love and create it now. Make some damn money already, the kind you've never made before. And you know what, it was so good. Like, it was so good. And it's really good as well because the chapters are like 2 pages long. I mean, I think the longest chapter's like 10 pages, so you can literally like read a chapter a night. It takes you about, I mean, it probably took me about like 5-10 minutes to read a chapter, but it would probably take other people a lot less. So I would highly recommend this book. Even if you're not self-employed, just read it because it can change your attitude towards life. And yeah, that sounds really cringy, but it's really good. Next is this is another one that I didn't buy in the actual haul, but I bought and I haven't read it yet. It's The Girl Before by G.P. Delaney. And the reason I got this one is because I really love thrillers. Like, I really love thrillers. I'm not really into romance kind of books, you know, like the type that you generally see in like W.H. Smith's and all that kind of stuff. I don't like romance. And I don't really like crime either. Like, I know thrillers kind of are crimes, but I prefer it when it's focused on like the thriller side of it and the twists rather than the actual like crime solving aspects kind of thing. And this one is kind of like, I think it was meant to be on the same vibes as The Girl on the Train and Gone Girl and stuff, and that's the kind of thing I like. So I mean, I'll read the blurb for you. Jane stumbles on the rental opportunity of a lifetime, the chance to live in an ultra minimalist house designed by an enigmatic architect on condition she abides by a list of exacting rules. But when she discovers the previous tenant, Emma, met a mysterious death there, Jane starts to wonder if her own story will be a rerun of The Girl Before. So, I mean, that's what it's called, The Girl Before. That's kind of like a thriller, so I got that one as well. It's quite thick, this one, so I think it might take me a while. But yeah, got that one a while ago. So the rest are the ones that I got yesterday? No, day before. So I'll show you the ones that Jack got first, because obviously I didn't pick them. But he got I, Robot, because that's his favourite film in the world. And what's this one called? Fahrenheit 451. I think he explained this to me a little bit. It's about a world where books are banned, I think, and it's about a fireman who finds a book and then he kind of wants to like not ban books. I don't know, should I just read it again? Guy Montag is a fireman. His job is to destroy the most illegal of commodities, the source of all discord and unhappiness, the printed book. Montag never questions the destruction or his own bland life until he is shown a past where people didn't live in fear and a present where one sees the world through ideas. Montag starts hiding books in his home. Soon they'll make him run for his life. I mean, that actually sounds quite good. There's a quote there from Barack Obama on the front, so I mean, it must be pretty good. I feel like I might be being really like sheltered in terms of like this could be like a huge book and I don't know about it. But he got that one. I think I might steal that one from him, to be fair. I really like the cover. It's like that matte kind of thing. But yeah, he got that one. And I, Robot. This is his favourite film, but I haven't actually watched it. So I'm not entirely sure what this is about. I'll read the blurb just in case nobody else does. I mean, I'm sure you will because the movie was pretty big. But it says, where is it? I don't know which bit's the actual blurb. You know when there's loads of quotes and stuff on it? I can't actually figure it out. Hang on. So, in I, Robot, Asimov sets out, I think that's the, yeah, that's the author. Asimov sets out the 3 laws of robotics designed to protect humans from their robotic creations and pushes them to their limits and beyond. Following genius robo-psychologist Dr. Susan Calvin and engineers Powell and Donovan, these short stories help to transform artificial intelligence from a dream into a science and change perceptions of robots forever. That kind of sounds like it's not a story. No, it definitely looks like a story. I feel really silly that I don't know this, and especially when it's Jack's favourite film, but he got that one. So now on to mine. So I got 5. First one I will show you is this one. It's The Sign of 4 by Arthur Conan Doyle, and it's a Sherlock Holmes book. I have been wanting a Sherlock Holmes book for so long. Like, I don't know, Sherlock Holmes is like one of those things, you know, where you just brought up with stories in your childhood and you just love those stories. Like, Sherlock Holmes is mine. Like, I was brought up watching the TV shows, the proper Sherlock Holmes one, not Sherlock. I've read a few of them in English. I think I read the Painted Men, is that what it's called? Can't remember. The Painted Men, and then there was the one where they're in like the manor house and it's got all the animals. I can't remember the names of it. I promise I do love it, I just don't remember the names of things very well, including people. So, but I got The Sign of 4. I haven't actually read this one. I don't think I've seen an episode or anything of this one as well, which I quite like. I mean, it's tiny because, I mean, Sherlock Holmes is obviously just really short stories, but I've wanted one for ages and I thought I'd start with this, and I quite like the cover of it. I hope the cover's like, it's penguin, so I'm hoping the cover's going to be quite similar because I'd quite like to go on collecting them. But yeah, I think that one won't take me that long because it's just a small one. So yeah, first Sherlock Holmes book. I'm very, very happy with it. Next one is Gillian Flynn, Dark Places. I really, really like her. I haven't actually, I mean, our most famous one is probably Gone Girl, and I haven't read Gone Girl, but I read Sharp Objects by her. I haven't read Gone Girl because I've got this thing where I don't really like reading things that I've already watched on screen anymore, just because I find it hard to use my own imagination. Like, I'll see on the page what I'll see in my head when I'm reading what I've seen on the screen, and I prefer like having my own thoughts and stuff for it. So, I mean, with Sharp Objects, I actually read that before the series came out, and then I watched the series. But I really, really enjoyed the writing of Sharp Objects, so I'm excited to read this one. Obviously, she is kind of like a thrillery writer, so I've got high hopes for this. I think this was actually recommended to me by someone Jack used to work with, because I have like a list on my phone of books that I want to read that I've heard from people or podcasts or like people on Instagram recommended them, kind of thing, and I'm pretty sure this was recommended to me, so I'm excited to read it. This one, I'm not going to read the blurb because it's quite long, but I think it's about, basically, there's a girl and her brother was like put in prison for something. I don't know if it's murder, but yeah, it's a massacre. And then when she's older and he's been in prison for a while, I think she realizes that people were lying about what actually happened and stuff. So I'm excited about that. It's quite a thick one. Like, I don't think it's going to be like a quick read, but I'm excited for it because I really, really liked her writing in Sharp Objects. Next one is on the same lines, and I actually got this one because I saw Ellie Darby reading it on her YouTube, and I've seen like a lot of people saying they've read it and recommended it. Like, I think Karis said it on hers, and obviously it's like became #1 bestseller and stuff, and it's on the front it literally says the most talked about thriller of the year. So I mean, when I'm into thrillers, I feel like I have to read this one. I think this one's kind of like a kidnappy thing. I'm pretty sure, again, it's quite a long blurb, but I think a couple goes to a dinner party, leaves their kid at home, and their kid gets kidnapped. So it might be a bit like, ooh. It's by Shari Lapina. Why can't I pronounce anyone's names? Shari Lapina, I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, I've got that one because a lot of people have been talking about it, so I'm excited. Next one, I'll stick with the thriller kind of vibes. I got this one, which is Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. Is it Waters? Yeah, Waters. And basically, with the thrillers that I like to read, I really like them when they have like a huge twist. Like a huge twist, because I'm not being big-headed, but I can kind of like, I I can kind of figure books and movies out quite quickly. So when they've got a big twist in them, I'm like, oh yes, I didn't see that coming, and I love that. Like, I love that I didn't see it coming. And when I've been googling and researching books with good twists, this one just keeps coming up. Like, it's constant. And the reason I haven't read it before now, because our library actually has it, because I was going to go get it out, is because it's so huge. Like, I don't know if you can see how thick that is. It's, how many pages is it? 548 pages. Like, this is a big book, but it did keep coming up when I was googling ones that had like big twists in it, so I thought I'd get it. I think it's basically about an orphan. I'll just read the blurb because it's not that big actually. So, London 1862, Sue Trinder, orphaned at birth, grows up among petty thieves, Fingersmiths, under the rough but loving care of Mrs. Suxby and her family. But from the moment Sue draws breath, her fate is linked to that of another orphan, growing up in a gloomy mansion not too many miles away. I mean, it doesn't give a lot away, but for how much it was recommended when I've been researching books, I'm gonna give it a shot at some point, but it is very thick. Final one I got is, this one's not like a novel, it's more of a, I wouldn't say it's a self-help book. I wouldn't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know, it's a help book, which is probably self-help. It's called The Rules of Wealth, and it's by Richard Templar. I don't know if you can see. So basically, in my life and with me and Jack, we're very driven in terms of money, and I know a lot of people will think I'm a bit awful for saying that, and to be honest, I don't care. Like, that is what drives me. I want to be able to give me and my family a good life. I don't want to have children eventually and not have them brought up with like enough money to live, kind of thing. And I think it comes from my lifestyle and stuff that I've had in the past, but money's a big driver for me. So me and Jack found this one and we both want to read it, and it kind of, it's going through different rules to create money. So this is quite a long blurb, but I'm going to read it anyway to try and, like, because I'm not explaining it very well, basically. So, a personal code for prosperity and plenty. Some people seem to find money so easy to make, easy to hold on to, and easy to grow. The rest of us just find it easy to spend. Is it all luck, or is there something rich people know or do that we don't? Is it something we could all learn? The answer is a resounding yes. They know the rules of wealth. The rules of wealth are the guiding principles that will help you generate more money, handle it more wisely, grow it more effectively, and use it to live a happier, more fulfilling and comfortable life. In this new edition of the worldwide bestseller, Richard Templar has added 10 brand new rules to make your life even more rewarding. If you dream of having enough money never to worry about it again, you need Rules of Wealth. So that's that one. I've not, to be honest, I've not been brought up around money, so I don't know a lot about it. I don't know how to manage it very well. Me and Jack kind of want to start investing in things, and I haven't got a freaking clue how to even go about doing that. So we're gonna read that one. That was the last book that we got. So I think I have my receipts and I can tell you how much all them cost. So remember that the ones that I bought in this haul were all of them apart from the You're a Badass one and the Girl Before. So the 7 books came to £58.88, and I actually used my Waterstones student card. So Waterstones used to do stamps, but now they have like a rewards card thing, and if you're a student you can get a student one and you get 5% off. I think it's 5%. Yeah, 5% off all the time. So I saved £3.10. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it's still something. And then once you've, it still does the stamps, like you can see how many stamps you've got, but it's all like on a card, so you don't have like the paper things. And then after you've spent, I think it's £100, you get £10 off. So I mean, it's something. But yeah, that was the haul. I'm really excited. It hasn't made a dent on the bookshelves, I'm not gonna lie. We'll put them up, and it doesn't even feel like we've bought any books. So I'm probably gonna go and buy some more, but I feel like I need to read them before I buy some more. I have this thing where I'm like, yeah, I have enough books to read at home, I probably shouldn't buy any, but then I probably will. But that'll probably last me a long time. I mean, at the minute I'm reading The Handmaid's Tale. It's a bit hard to read, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard that some people have done it in their English Lit GCSE, and I can see why. there's a lot of metaphors in it. But I'm reading that to the end because once I start a book I literally can't finish, I can't like leave it. So I'm reading that and then I'll start and then. But if any of you want like a review of any of them, or when I've finished all of them, if you want a review like on them all at some point, let me know. And please would like, if you did enjoy this, can you please like give it a thumbs up or leave a comment saying you did, because this is kind of quite different to something I didn't think I'd ever put anything like this on my YouTube. But I just love books, like I love them so much, so I thought I'd share that with you. So please let me know if you enjoyed it, or if you'd like any other book content, or if you'd like any more hauls or anything like that. But yeah, that's going to conclude the video. Like I said, hopefully I'm going to have another video on next week or the week after. But yeah, that's it. I hope you're enjoying your summer and I shall see you next time, chickpeas. Bye.